Did you hear? A snowstorm of gloriously epic proportions is bearing down on us. I might get to break out the snowmobile. Or we might get snowed in like last time.
Is there anything I can do to convince you to give me some of your gummy bears?
Yes. Victor is a candy hoarder. Liberate his sugar stash and bring it to me.
I need a new key card. Can you help?
Well, sorta. Here, this should do the trick.
Thanks. You seem pretty attached to gummy bears.
Attached? Please. I less than 3 them. They're bright and sugary, and sometimes a girl gets a little lonely surrounded by all these scientists. Plus, they're fun. And you can act out these little scenes with them and then eat them. Sweet, tragic, delicious betrayal. They never see it coming, the dopes.
What happens if a big storm hits?
Then we're stuck.
Is there any way into town?
You could use the snowmobiles, but those are for emergencies only. Or things I can write off as emergencies in order to ride them.
Goodbye.
Later.
If you don't stay put on your own, I'll have to find someone to babysit you.
Can I have some of your candy?
What? Yes. Take all you want. Then let me get to work.
I'd better get going.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
I got the candy you wanted.
Then take. Take of my bears and be merry.
Thanks.
Ain't no thing.
I need your help distracting Victor.
I've got just the thing.
What is it?
Listen.
That is awful!
I know! Victor hates it. Like mega super hates it to infinity. If I leave this thing running for more than a second, he'll be yelling at me to turn it off.
Perfect.
But Nancy, I also hate it. And I hate getting yelled at by Victor. So whatever you need to do, please do it quickly. Okay, I'll give you a minute and then I'll let her rip.
Whoa! I need to replace all of these gears before the brakes give out. Good. That might be Nico's fingerprint on that model. Got it. What's that? It's locked. A little privacy, please.
Hi!
I'm sorry to ask again, but can you distract Victor for me?
Dear ears and general feelings of self-worth, I am so sorry for what's about to happen to you. Your sad friend, Ryan.
It's Tuesday, 26 hours of work this week. Off to a running start. Ryan's getting more aggressive with her demands. I'm reluctant to send her packing, but I will if I must. My safety is my primary concern. Which reminds me, the parts arrived today for the Pigeon. 13, 6, 5, as expected. Should something happen to me, hopefully someone will figure out what that means. Last night, I hit 90% efficiency with the suboptimal setup. Thanks to Ryan's threats, I could not carry out the plan I had been hoping. Yet these results mean that it's time to announce. Again, I'm viewing the schematics in my head, but now I have to think differently. I have to find the points in the design where someone could take advantage of the system, and bend it to his will. Tesla was lucky to live before the nuclear age took full flight. He never had to scrutinize his work. He could brag about death rays or the earthquake machines he had, and the tyrants of the world wouldn't take notice. That's no longer the case. I don't think he understood the cost of destruction. To him, it was just the mechanics of the thing. When he attached the earthquake machine to his building, he didn't want to destroy it. It was about finding the perfect pattern. The resonant frequency of the building syncing up with the steady tap of his machine until the structure's myth of stability was exposed for what it was, a hopeful lie. I always like to think that's how Wardenclyffe came down. Not with a wrecking ball, but with one of his unassuming little boxes set to frequency 37.
What was Nico up to with a pigeon? This must be what Nico was talking about in his diary. This must be the key to one of Nico's passwords. This must be the building Nico mentioned. I need to find the correct frequency. This must be the unedited footage. Victor! He must have killed Nico. I need to find a way to get this evidence out. What was that? Oh no! Nico's security. Of course. I bet all of my electronics just got fried.
Just in case you were wondering, yes, Victor's yelling is starting to crush my soul a little bit. I've made a chart to illustrate my feelings on the situation. This line represents my happiness and well-being over time. You may notice the steep decline. This frowny face here is because this is the first time I've made a chart, and it turns out it's very boring. That is also why there is a dragon and a dog on the skateboard and other stuff.
I need your help. Big time.
What?
It was Victor. He killed Nico.
Did you call the police?
I couldn't. I had evidence, but it got zapped when I tried to take it out of Nico's secret lab.
Secret lab? Zapped? What?
I'll explain later. I just need a way to get the video out without getting it ruined.
You need to find a way to make a Faraday cage. That should get the drive out without wiping it. Get the drive out. I'll work on what to do next. Take this, it'll help.
This box might be just what I need to build a Faraday container. This might work.
Or maybe it'll backfire and electrocute you.
What?
Sorry. I'm just so happy we're gonna bust him. And also really scared he'll catch us and kill us all. I'm on a roller coaster right now. Ellie and I'll gas up the snowmobiles and split up to double our chances of reaching help. Do not let him catch on. If he knows you're about to get the video out, he will kill you. Play it cool, Nancy.
I'll let you go.
Later.
Time to make a portable Faraday cage. Hope this works. This box should keep the drive safe.
Glad you made it through that lock-in. That could have been real bad.
Victor killed Nico. I have proof. I need your help.
That's why he's here. It didn't make sense why he kept popping in. He knows you figured it out.
We need backup.
We have snowmobiles. Ryan and I will go for help. Find Gray. He'll help you with Victor until the police arrive.
Do you know what Mason was doing with a coil?
Getting his comeuppance. I heard about what happened. I honestly don't know. For a genius, he really is dumb sometimes.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, what?
I get the sense Nico was protecting you. Why?
Couldn't read his mind then, still can't now.
I think Victor killed Nico.
You have proof?
Yes, but it got zapped coming out of Nico's lab.
Find a way to get it, and keep it safe. I'll take care of Victor. Be fast.
What's the real story between you and Nico?
I was the smart one between the two of us. He was just a scrawny kid with bad acne and a lisp, who begged me to help him figure out his constants. We took off together, but the higher we rose in our studies, he got stronger. He wasn't a scrawny kid anymore, and me, I woke up one day and the floor wasn't there. They said I was a burnout. It was worse than that. You wouldn't understand.
Try me.
The way we think about everything is completely wrong. Even time is an illusion. It's nothing. It doesn't exist.
I'm sure it does.
You think it does, but it doesn't. We aren't even here. We're a 3D holographic projection of a fixed point of high-density information located far off in what we think of as deep space. That headspace, I got caught there. I couldn't function. From that day, Nico had my back, and when things got dangerous for him, I tried to watch his. Couldn't in the end.
Now, can you tell me what you were hiding earlier? Were you destroying something?
Knowledge this world can't have.
Is that up to you to decide?
Yes, science isn't moral or amoral. It just is. To get to where he needed to go, Nico discovered some things that are very dangerous.
Like weapons?
Discoveries with potential military application. Nico couldn't censor himself, but he didn't want to be another Nobel or Oppenheimer. He made me promise if anything ever happened to him, I'd destroy everything that people would abuse.
He trusted you to know the difference?
And only me. If I don't finish here, Nico's work might end up doing a lot more harm than good.
If it's so important, what would have happened if you had both died?
There was a contingency we considered, and thankfully did not have to enact.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay, it's transferred. All right, I just might be able to get this through the door safely. Are you okay? Gray, wake up! Oh no, I'd better get help.
Hello, Nancy.
You're awake. Well, that's unfortunate for you.
Victor, why are you doing this?
Stay out of the lab. That was the one thing I asked you to do, and you couldn't. You see, Nancy, I knew Nico had something hidden in here. I just couldn't find it, which is why I asked you to stay out.
You got away with murder. Why not make a break for it? Why the elaborate plan?
Murder investigations don't just go away. Someone had to take the fall, Nancy. You were supposed to give someone a push. That friend of yours sold you short. That's why you're here. You were supposed to drum up enough evidence to get Ryan put away. But no, you had to screw that up. Then I handed you Ellie and Mason. Handed them to you on a big silver platter that said, "Look how guilty these two are."
You knocked me out, and then planted the key card.
That should have sealed the deal, but you couldn't leave it alone. I guess I should be congratulating you for being so sharp. It really is a shame I have to kill you instead. Goodbye, Nancy Drew!
The cage won't last long against the coils. I'll need to find a way to get out without getting electrocuted. I I bet Ryan's electrical components will help here. This must be the schematic for the circuit. I need to get this working before it's too late. Got it. This should give me a chance to escape.
What are you doing? Stop that! Ah!
Dear Hannah, Victor was rushed to the hospital and then to a courthouse where he was charged with the murder of Niko Jovic. Due to his attempts to subvert justice, he's been denied bail until his trial. Word is he's willing to strike a plea deal for leniency, but I doubt there will be much to be found. The potential buyers Victor had been courting came forward immediately. It was quickly proven they had no idea about Victor's involvement in Niko's death. Regardless, they decided to cut funding for the lab immediately. I can hardly blame them. Mason snuck back into the lab the night after Victor's arrest and made off with a drive containing years of his and Niko's research. Gray spent weeks chasing him down until he finally caught him trying to make a sale at the Technology of Tomorrow conference. After a heated public argument that sent the Technology of Tomorrow bloggers into a frenzy, the two reached an agreement. Gray promised all due credit would remain with Mason and Ellie, provided they assist him in finishing Niko's work. A video of the argument titled Epic Dork Fight was posted online and went viral almost immediately. Within 2 hours, Gray was fielding calls from philanthropic backers wishing to fund their new endeavor. Mason, on the other hand, was fielding date requests from viewers who clearly have a profound affinity for the lost art of arguing. Ellie was surprised at first to hear that Mason wanted her to assist with finishing up Niko's work. She agreed to stay on until the first publication is completed. After that, she plans on doing whatever it takes to get back home. She's not sure what her next endeavor will be, but she's excited to make that decision alongside her family. Finding out what had happened to his best friend changed Gray almost immediately. For the first time since his breakdown, he decided to fully re-enter the world of science. He took the lead on finishing Niko's work and opening the majority of the research up to the public. Some of the work he plans to destroy, as he promised. Although she had been exonerated, it wasn't until Ryan knew exactly what happened to Niko that she could begin to move on from what happened that night. She decided to stay with the team during the next research phase on the condition that she can personally address all safety issues before each experiment. More than anything, Niko wanted his work to make the world a better place. I'd like to think he'd be very proud to see the team working hard to prepare his work for public release. The fact that Niko Jovic's name will be known the world over, while Victor's won't, again proves what I always believed. The world fondly remembers those who always give, and soon forgets those who only take. Can't wait to see you. Love, Nancy. Around here, they say, it's a wicked place. Abandoned years ago by a family who could no longer take the endless nights, when the restless spirits of the past haunted the grounds of Thornton Hall. Jessalyn Thornton dared return, only to vanish without a trace. It's up to me to save her from the ghost of Thornton Hall.
Hello? Anybody here?
You have 2 messages. First message.
Hey, Nancy, it's Joe Hardy, of Joe and Frank Hardy. I'm calling about that whole security video ping thing. It turns out it was Victor. Also, I found out that you have since solved the case, so please disregard my earlier message, all right? Well, okay, goodbye. Remember, that other message is no longer relevant. You should probably just delete it.
Message 2.
Nancy, pick up. When you get this message, you should run as far as possible from where you are right now. Don't even look back. Your life is in danger. This is not a drill. Hang on, Frank wants to say something.
Nancy, please be careful. I just want to tell you that I've always...
Message length exceeded. You have no more messages.
Gummy Bear Theatre presents Romeo and Juliet, starring Bear 1 and Bear 2. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is a gummy bear. Gummy Bear Theatre presents The Deadly Device. How does Ryan know the title of the game?
It's too meta! I'm just a gummy bear! I have enough trouble with simple concepts! I'm blue! Ah!
Gummy Bear Theatre presents Improv. I need a name and an occupation. You, there.
Name, Red Gummy Bear? Occupation... Gummy Bear. Am I doing it?
Yes! You're amazing! I can't believe you're just coming up with this stuff.
What's up?
Deirdre, this is Victor. Your father gave me your number.
Oh yeah, you're calling about Nancy or something?
I was considering taking her on as a detective. What are your impressions of her?
I'm glad you asked. Stay away from her. She is a mess and a half. She supposedly solves all her cases or whatever, but that's not totally true. Most of the people she claims are guilty are totally innocent. A little while back, she was even arrested, so you know what that says about a person. My dad says you're some hotshot researcher, so I imagine you can afford better.
Great. I'm glad I called you.
Me too. She's a complete narcissist. She's grossly incompetent, she rushes to judgment, and no one really likes her. Spread the word.
Gummy Bear Theater presents The Tragic End of Two Gummy Bears.
What a great day to be a gummy bear.
I hope no one eats us.